Bonjour and welcome to my house, welcome to my kitchen. Again, today another cooking class with Magimix Cook Expert. And today's recipe is crepe. Beautiful French crepe. Why French crepe? Because we have pepper thin crepe to compare to pancake in America. So the good thing about this recipe is everything goes into that stainless steel pot here, and we're going to put all the ingredients, blend it, and do the mix. Now this mix is going to have two purposes. One will be for savory crepe, and one will be for sweet crepes. So I'm going to go through first the ingredients. We got plain flours, room temperature eggs, very important, some milk, some salt, and some clarified butter. Then when you do your sweet crepes, what I do is you add the sugar, and then you can flavor anything you like. Some zest of orange, zest of lemon, or even if you're naughty, you can put a little bit of Grand Marnier or even Cointreau to flavor your crepe mix. Once your crepe mix is done, one key important thing to do is to let it rest for at least half an hour, even if it's an hour, so you know that the consistency of your mix is perfect. If it's not too thick, then you can add milk. Okay, usually it's better to add than take off. Are you ready? Because I'm ready and I'm starving. Again, 11:30, we can have a little brunch here of some French crepes, savory and sweet. Bon appetit. So now I'm going to make the crepe mix. That can be made a day before, 2 days before. Again, it's all about being organized, okay? But we always usually have all these ingredients available. So I use my Cook Expert. Just take off the lid. I'm going to put the whisk inside, which is easy to install. Here I'm going to put the flours, or flour. We always want to put S everywhere, the French. Eggs. Again, usually, always better to break the eggs into a smaller container to check that your eggs is not off or not smelly or anything. But yeah, I know that I've got fresh eggs, okay? I'm going to put some the milk. So you don't need to be a superstar to do that already, okay? A pinch of salt. And the clarified butter. Okay? Put the lid on. Voila. And that's it. And your crepe mix is done. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to get a spoon to show you the consistency of it. And if you look, it's already perfect, okay? So resting, we're going to make sure that the flour have absorbed all the liquid, and if it was going to be slightly too thick, we just incorporate some more milk. But you will see when you do your first crepe, you will see straight away the thickness of your batter, okay? So yeah, I'm just going to move it to a container, leave it in the fridge and rest. Okay, so next step is another exciting part of the process here is to do the savory mix for the crepes. So here I choose to do a vegetarian crepe mix. So I've got some mushroom, some spinach leaves, and then I've got some shallots, some garlic, butter. The beurre c'est la vie, remember, butter is life. And I've got some beautiful olive oil, an extra virgin olive oil. Here obviously I'm using one of my favorite ones, don't tell anyone. But it's a turmeric and black pepper olive oil. Of course, if you don't have it, just use a normal olive oil and some white pepper. So here I'm going to swap. If you remember before I did the crepe mix, I'm just going to swap now my Cook Expert to my food processor. Remember, food processor that is 50 years old this year, 50, and warranty for 30 years. So it's pretty cool. And just really have a quick pulse. I cut it in quarter here because that's how I bought them. But obviously, if you got little baby butter mushroom, just do a quick pulse to it. That's it, done, okay? And you want to have maybe another pulse here. The spinach, you don't have to blend it, only because we're going to fold it at the end for your mix, okay? So here I'm just removing the bowl, and just like that, I'm positioning the Cook Expert. So remember, Magimix Cook Expert, over 14 appliances into one. Not counting the cookware, the pan, and the casserole, and the stove to put on all the stuff on the stove and so on. One machine to cook, to steam, to stir fry, whatever, okay? So here I'm just gonna put the shallot and I'm just going to blend it. Okay, so I've got the eschalot. Again, if you don't have eschalot, you have Spanish onion. If you don't have Spanish onion, you use brown onion. This has been fussy or lacking some certain thing. Eschalot is because, again, it gives you a bit of sweetness. I like it. All fresh garlic. Again, always spend time to do fresh garlic. It's nothing worse to use puree garlic into a jar. Very hard to digest, and it's got full of preservatives. So fresh garlic is not hard. And I'm just gonna blend it. And again, because of the security, as soon as you take the lid off, it stops straight away, okay? With the spatula, you know, the Magimix spatula goes in a corner everywhere. I'm just gonna bring it down slowly. So here, I'm just going to put now the butter. Remember, I said to you, butter is life. Yum. Don't be shy. Going to put some olive oil. Here I'm using the Bitton olive oil, which is a black pepper, turmeric, extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to put everything together to make it as easy as possible. You could saute the shallot and garlic first, but here is nothing wrong by doing all of it together and saute it for 9 minutes, okay? Just gonna put the lid on and action. Perfect, and it's gonna cook slowly. The mushroom, the water is gonna come out of the mushroom, cook it, and then when that's ready, we will fold the spinach in it, season to taste, and you got your mix ready for your savory crepes. So here I can smell the mushroom, and you got the water of the mushrooms coming out. It's beautiful flavor, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna open up at 1 minute to go, and I'm going to put some seasoning. I use white pepper, that's my preferred pepper than black. I think it's because it's less aggressive, doesn't affect the color of your dish, and it's much more subtle. Some sea salt, okay? And then I'm doing the spinach, and here it's going to be very quick because they are baby spinach. I'm just going to quickly fold it for 1 minute, again on the Cook Expert. And that's it. Okay, and I'm going to do that for 1 minute, and your mix is ready. And after that, we can move to making the sauce Mornay. The sauce Mornay is, what is that? You know, they call it a cheese sauce. It's a bechamel with cheese. Okay, so bechamel is no cheese, Mornay is got cheese. So now it's ready, 1 minute extra. I just wanted to fold the spinach inside. Didn't want to cook the spinach. I wanted to keep the color, and also a bit of the crunchiness of the young spinach leaf. Okay, so if you have a look here, I just push it down here, and I just fold it, and you still have the color of the spinach that stay together with the mushroom. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cool it down by putting it in a tray. Look at that. And you got your nice mix for your savory crepes ready to go. Okay. Nice, colorful, and tasty, and it's vegetarian. Now you could put some beautiful ham, you could put some chicken pieces into it. If you have a roast chicken left over, you get the meat of the bone, and fold it into your mix, and then you put that into your crepes. Simple, no wastage in the kitchen. So Mornay is a bechamel base with cheese, and you can use different cheese here, but today we'll use some Gruyere cheese. So it's one pot wonder. Again, thanks to Magimix, you put everything together, program it, done, and always the same results. Which, you know, chefs, if I was doing it on a stove, I would have to put my butter, melt it, put my flour, cook both together to a certain level of a blonde color, then incorporate the milk, bring to the bowl, cook for a few minutes, and then add the cheese and so on. Where here you can put everything together. All right, so it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to take the lid off. As I say, one pot wonder. I just put the milk, butter. So I put flour, little bit of cayenne pepper, and that's just to give you a little bit of a kick, little bit of a spice. Nutmegs. I always eat nutmegs when I do my mashed potato, for instance. Love it. And I'm just going to put the lid on, speed 4, 95 degrees, 9 minutes, and you can't fail. And by the way, the cheese will need to be added with the seasoning, salt and pepper 2 minutes before. So around 7 minutes, we're just going to put the cheese so the cheese got time to get incorporated to the sauce and melt nicely and not overcook it basically, okay? And then seasoning to taste. Always taste your food. Always, always. I tell my chefs, you have a salad, try the salad. Does it need salt? Does it need pepper? You know better. Taste your food. It's not hard. So I'm going to put some clarified butter. And you want a decent sized crepe because it's going to be a main meal. It's a savory crepe, okay? So it's quite big. And as you can see, the butter is evenly spread to your pan. And I leave it like that until I see the golden color coming on the edge. So I'm going to turn the crepe now. Just flip it nicely. So now I've got about 2 minutes to go. I'm just going to stop. Remember, as soon as you touch the lid, everything stops for safety. Then you got a beautiful, now that's a bechamel. And then you're just going to put your cheese. So you can use some Emmental, you can use some Gruyere cheese. So I use a Gruyere here, bit of a sea salt. Not too much because obviously your cheese is already salty. Pepper. Again, remember when I said white pepper before? Imagine on a white sauce putting black pepper, it wouldn't look right. You know, you will see the black pepper in it. Whereas the white pepper, as I said, not only subtle in flavor, but also to look at. And then I'm just going to put it for 2 more minutes to finish actually cooking the cheese. The cheese is going to melt, go through the sauce, and then that's it. Your sauce Mornay is ready, and that can be used for anything. You could do some gnocchi and put your sauce Mornay on the top, and just bake in the oven. Here we're just doing a savory crepes. It won't be long. And if you look at the consistency, look at that, a nice cheesy consistency, okay? You gotta be careful because now it's very hot. Perfect, beautiful, and imagine that on your savory crepes. And if you look at your sauce here, perfectly done. Even by hand doing on the stove, you wouldn't get this perfect result. There's no lumps, it's perfect consistency. This is brilliant. You could add an egg yolk into your sauce at the end, not while cooking, otherwise it becomes scrambled, for a nice color as well, if you want. So now I'm going to put the crepe together. So I got the sauce Mornay. And you know, you can put as much or as less as you wish, okay? Obviously, the more you put, and more it's going to be nice and moist and creamy and cheesy and all the goodness of it, okay? So I'm just going to make sure it's go all around gently. You see, you don't want to break the crepe. And remember, this mix here is like a very simple mix, really. Mushroom, spinach, a little bit of shallots, a little bit of garlic. You could put some fresh chili inside. You could put some chicken pieces or some ham, beautiful slice of organic ham. Really, sky's the limit, okay? Look at that. And then you're just going to roll it. Look at that. And then you put it in your baking tray. And then we're just going to finish with some grated cheese on the top and put it in the oven. And you serve that with a nice little green salad. And then that's a beautiful brunch. Or even in France, we call that a repas suisse. Every Sunday night, I remember with my dad and my brothers, we used to have a repas suisse, which was crepes, savory crepes, some bread, some jam, some honey, cup of tea, and that was a very light meal instead of having this big heavy meal that we usually do during the weekdays. Voila, I'm gonna now get some cheese and put it in the oven. Here, because I'm very naughty, I want to put more sauce on the top, okay? Just so like that, when I put the grated cheese on it, it's all gonna blend together. It's like a kind of a French lasagna, you know, but it's crepe and some filling inside. Not too much, just to have a little bit of a gratinated on the top, and then I'm just going to put it in the oven as it is, in a grill, and you leave it like that for 5 minutes until you got a nice color on the top. And finally, my favorite part. My sons get that every morning for breakfast, French crepes. You can do the mix on Monday, Tuesday, and cook crepe. Every morning you do 3 or 4 crepes for breakfast. It's easy, it lasts for forever, okay? Here, so you got the crepe made. What I do is I got a beautiful strawberry and vanilla jam. Obviously, if you don't have this premium jam, you can use any other jam. So here, that's actually my grandmother recipe. Fresh strawberry, fresh vanilla bean, sugar, lemon juice. There's no preservative, no additive, no coloring. And what I do is I just put a little bit in the middle here. Again, just spray, but not everywhere, because what I do is I'm just gonna fold it here. I'm using my hand, obviously, but if you're at home, if you're with friends, you can use gloves. I just put my crepes, get some berries, okay, touch of a strawberry on the top. And what you can do if you want is I made some sorbet this morning, strawberry sorbet, and we just put a little bit of it on the top. And then you got a nice little dessert, nice French crepe, strawberry and vanilla jam, fresh berries, and the strawberry sorbet. Bon appétit!